What is up, everybody? I'm going to try this again. For whatever reason, my first upload didn't have any audio, so I'm going to have to redo the whole video. What are you going to do? Anyway, I'm here to talk about Uzuki, the latest character for Undernight and Bird 2, Sis Celeste. And boy, I am so excited to play with this character and play Undernight again, because, you know, sometimes it has its spells, and sometimes people aren't playing, which is the curse of certain anime titles. But if you guys had seen, this game actually got more entrants than even Mortal Kombat at EVO this year. Crazy stuff. But yeah, so this is going to be a Guilty Gear Strive style breakdown, obviously, but I want to go over Uzuki and why I think that Uzuki is so hype. Oh my goodness, this character is so cool. So I will go through the normals and the specials and just tell you how I feel about them. So this is her A, her standing A. This is her 2A, and this is her. I'm sorry. Here's her jumping A. She has no A command normals, unfortunately, but that's cool. But I tell you what, she has some interesting command normals later on down the line. Let's go through her B normals, right? So that's her standing B, her 5B. It hits twice, even though it looks like it should hit 3 times with the 3 skulls. And this is her jumping B. It hits forward and behind. It hits under. It hits everywhere, but I think above, like right above her maybe, because there's no bones up there. Like, you see that? Hold on. There we go. Yeah, you see that? And here's her 2B. Her 2B, the range is deceiving, but that's still really good. Like, regardless, when it hits someone, it hits someone. Like, I don't know if Inkido could hit me from. Yeah, Inkido can't hit me from there. But you know, that's with his heaviest attack. I don't think he could hit me so much with his his B, his 2B. Let's take a look and see. Yeah, see, he moves forward though. He definitely can't hit me from there. Yeah, so it's a nice far-reaching poke. You know what I mean? And it's special cancelable, so that's really good. Can't really argue with that. Let's talk about her C normals and her command normals, because all of her command normals are on the C button. So this is her 5C. That shit is wild. It's actually crazy. It looks cool, and it's crazy how far it reaches, right? And then there's her 2C, which seemingly reaches almost as far. Or maybe it is as far. No, it's almost as far, I think. Don't quote me on that, though. Less damage, but still, it's pretty far, and it's a knockdown, and it allows you to combo afterwards. So that's nice, right? And here is her 6C, forward C. This little drill is jump cancelable and special cancelable. So that's nice. You can't really cancel it into anything else though, unfortunately. Like, this is the end of the combo. Your normal combo, right? You have to choose to do a special right here. You know what I'm saying? And here is 4C, which I love Undernight for giving characters like 4 normals. I love it. So this is really cool. It has a good range. It's not an overhead until she charges it, which gives her more damage. And cool thing about this ability, it's not special cancelable. Oh, I'm sorry. It is special cancelable. It's not normal cancelable unless it hits from a certain height, from what I understand. Right? So, let me see. When they're in the air, you can do it all day. But I'm trying as hard as I can. I'm mashing on it, and it's not working. So, interesting stuff. Let me see if I can do that in the combo. What combo was I doing? Yeah, like something like that right there. Let's see something. Sorry, I'm just getting a little wrapped up. This is supposed to be me doing an overview of the character. Love this character. So yeah, I like that normal. And it's a decent anti-air too if somebody's jumping in the air. Let me see. Look at that. Didn't stand a chance. Get out of the air. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. She has 2 more normals. She has her 3C, I almost wanted to call it an S. It doesn't reach that far forward, but that's fine. It's a little misleading with how far forward it's supposed to reach. But it's pretty fast and it reaches pretty high up into the air, as you can see. Look at that. And then you have her 2 air normals. So she has jumping C, hits twice, and there's jumping 2C, which is basically the drill again, but in the air. Has some pretty heavy knockdown qualities there. Now, if you're doing it in combo and the character that you're fighting is high enough in the air, then you can combo it when you get back to down to the ground. Sorry. Yeah, so those are all the normals. Let's talk about the special moves and why this character is so interesting. I want to include the function abilities as well, the special moves. So we have Totsugeki. They gave this girl Totsugeki, this little dolphin move right here. And what I was trying to show before, when I uploaded the video, is it's not punishable. It's safe and it gets you a good distance away. So far away that you can counter somebody who thinks that they're close enough to attack. Now, I don't know Crouch B. Let's see what happens when we do Crouch B. So, I don't know what Inkido's frames are for his Crouch B, but he can definitely counter her. So, it's not completely unfair, right? And the same goes for our quarter circle forward B version. Is this quarter circle forward A? I don't know if I mentioned that. This is quarter circle forward B. And it's pretty good. It's pretty good just to like end off with like, you know, a little bit less danger on her end, right? You just get back here and go away. And this is, let me keep him from blocking here. This is the C version. It has some invincibility. Notice that the B version doesn't have invincibility, but in the training, it says that, in her missions, it says that this is good for an anti-air. I'd rather use her 3C personally for the anti-air. This is just like kind of risky because you can trade with it. But the C version of her quarter circle forward attack is invincible at first, and it does a decent amount of damage. Next we have our quarter circle back moves. I guess I should talk about In That Sky too. So her jump quarter circle forward A is that poison hat spray attack. And what happens is, what the poison does is it drains the grid. And let me see if I could actually fix that for you. Alright, default. And I have him charge up his grid, or whatever it's called, guard. Okay. Now, as you can see, his grid is draining, even though he got the grid there. It's draining any grid that he has, and also what the poison does, it makes it so the quarter circle forward in the air has more hits done. And the quarter circle forward B in the air has more hits done as well. Now the B version goes down more at an angle, so it's good for, you know, approaching. Maybe if you TK it, you know, TK the A one, you get like basically like a standing projectile, not projectile, close projectile, I guess. And if you jump in the air, you can sort of like change your trajectory a bit. If they think that you're going to do a jump in, just spray them with the hat, and then you get that massive hit stun. Combo City. Combo City. You gotta love it. And I think that does it for that. Let's talk about the quarter circle back, the coffin techniques. Oh my god, they're super cool. So, quarter circle back A lays a coffin on the ground. And the follow-up is back A or 4A. And it trips the opponent. It's a low. You can combo off of it. Right? Then there's quarter circle back A B follow-up. This is the B follow-up. And if you hold up, she will jump up to the opponent. This is only on hit. This is the B version is unsafe. The A version is safe, but I think it's interruptible. So take that with a grain of salt. I just find it interesting that she has both of those, and they're available when she gets on top of the coffin, which I'll talk about here in a second. So quarter circle back A, and then you do the C version. The C version isn't a super. It summons 2 swordfish or marlinfish, whatever they're called, and obviously you can use those to combo some way somehow. It's beyond me though. Oh, there we go. This, I know what to do with that, but I won't do anything right now. I want to keep explaining. So then another follow-up is quarter circle back A and then 4D. And as you've seen on the side, it's invincible. So basically she's invincible for a short period to get onto the coffin. When she's on the coffin, you can hit her definitely, but it's a transition that's invincible. And if you hit 4D again, you do an invincible transition back to her standing. But what this does is it makes it so you basically have access to her attacks while she's on the coffin. And from what I understand, I think they just come out quicker. And I think that instead of teleporting, when she does the B follow-up, she just sort of is closer to the ground, and it opens up different possibilities. Now, I don't know all the possibilities. I haven't really labbed with it yet, but I just find that interesting, right? And next, there's also another follow-up. When you're on top of the coffin, in this stance or the other stance, you can do a grab. It's a command grab, and it does more damage than your regular grab. And check it out. So the quarter circle back B and C version of the coffin attack stand up, and they have different moves. The C one goes further than the B one, but you can still teleport to the coffin wherever it's at and teleport it back out. So you can do something like this. Oops, sorry. So her options from this stance with it up like this are A, B, C, and grab, just like it was. So the A version you can cancel and combo off of. I'm not very good at doing that yet, but it's cool that they got it anyway. The B version sends bats up into the air, sort of like a deterrent or anti-air. You can block it in the air if you're the opponent, but it like also is good for combos as well. Like let's see. Yeah, you figure out something with that. I just find it interesting. Let me see. There's another one. The C follow-up, I think it's just a heavier version of the A follow-up. Because let's see, 2 hits, 1,170 damage. 2 hits, 1,480. So it's heavier. And just like on the horizontal version of the, on the light version of the quarter circle back move, you can grab as well. Another command grab. I think that's the same damage. I think the options with this character are so interesting because of that. Because you could get on top of the casket, get off the casket. You can do a light attack, which the light version I don't think is punishable. And you can hit and jump off while it hits, and it's just so interesting. It's kind of chaotic, right? Especially if you don't know what's going on with the character. Now, what else could I mention with this character? So in the air, she does quarter circle back, and all of her quarter circle back techniques land her on top of the coffin. So you could TK it and get like a quick version of it. See what I'm saying? Or you could attack just plain old, any way you want. Sorry, I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm just happy that the character can do stuff like this, has options like this. But yeah, The A version lands her horizontally, the B version lands her vertically, and the C version lands her vertically but makes her go back instead of going forward further. There's another special move I wanted to talk to you about. It's her 2-2 series, so 2-2A is a low, and it's a combo starter, so it's 2-2B. 2-2B just goes further. If you get the distance right with this, you can get pretty powerful combos going. And the super version of this, 2-2C, yeah, you see it. It just creeps up to you. Nice for anti-airs, honestly, if somebody's just jumping and they're not anywhere near you. But also nice just for combo follow-up. I'll figure something out with that at some point, but trust me, this character is dope. I think that does it for the normal special moves. Now I want to talk about her function abilities, which is the BC abilities. Is it function or force? Something like that. They take your grid to use, but hers are pretty cool, right? So like the standard one, just a neutral BC, off of any special cancelable attack, she can go into this puddle that you can't really, hold on a second. I gotta transform into it. That's not what I wanted from you. No, don't. Okay, puddle time. You have to do a move that can hit a crouching opponent, and it just goes underneath projectiles entirely. Oh, except that one, I discovered something. I guess that projectile is too wide. But against a character like Batista, it's easy to go underneath all of her projectiles. And when you double dash forward, you do this little puddle skip, which is still like you're crouching. Projectiles will still like go over you. And you can gain grid by going forward, as you can see. So like you use grid to go into the stance, but if somebody's being reckless and not like hitting, doing lows, you just keep going forward, getting your grid back. It's pretty nice. You cancel it by pressing B, and this can really make moves that are like unsafe really safe. You know what I mean? Remember how I said you had to be like, well, no. I guess that was for normal canceling. So you can't normal cancel this unless you're a certain height. But you can special cancel it regardless. So I could just special cancel this all day. What's that? I did an overhead that I should be punished for. Let me just melt into this puddle and go away. I love it. Then she has her 2BC, which has 3 items. There's the poison that you get from the hat. Here's the bomb, which you can move like Faust. It doesn't hurt you though. And one second, let me get the boy out. This is like some Enchantress stuff right here. That's what I thought of. I thought this was really cool. So like, you can have that out and you can turn into the puddle and make it like a little bit of a mix-up game, potentially. You can get behind so that the doll doesn't get hit, because you can hit the doll. And once more, you could like also end combos in a way where you could just switch and use a 2BC function attack or force attack, whatever it is. So like I could do forward C, and I can hold the 2BC, and I can get 2 items out instead of 1. They always come out in the same order. At least I think. Hold on. It can get a little crazy, but you have to do this correctly. Oh, I totally forgot to mention her forward, her running 2, and her running C. So this is her running 2, or sorry, her running B, sorry. So her running B, you could cancel, or not cancel, you can follow up with it. And this is her running C. It bounces you off the wall. You can follow up with that too. So Gotta love it. I'm trying to think of what else to say about this character. Oh yeah, when she jumps in the air. So imagine that your grid is broken and you can't double jump, air dash. You can use her force technique in the air, sacrifice some grid, and you can get a little bit more air time. Totally mess with your opponent's equilibrium. Like, oh man, nope, foul. You thought you could do a DP to me? Psych. Have some puff of air. You know what I mean? Don't do it too much though, because that'll make their grid like go up. But I just love the options that this character brings with her. Like, every Undernight Birth character is really cool and has something about them that makes them special. Enkido, I would say, is the most standard character on the game. He doesn't really have anything crazy, but I like that about him, because in a game filled with characters that have so many unique skills, his skills are a little bit, you know, standard, which makes him unique in a game full of unique characters, if that makes sense, right? And I love French Bread's use of using every single special input that they could, right? Like, they didn't do half circle back or half circle forward with this character, but the point is they could do that in an update or whatever. There's not a Shoryuken motion, but we got 2-2 and we got quarter circle forward and back, and it could just keep going, you know what I mean? They could add more command normals, because she only has 6C and 6C, 3C, and 4C, and 2C in the air. She could easily get like a 4B or something like that, and a couple other new techniques. It's just, they left so much room for this character to be even better and get more moves, while also giving her so much already. Like, I really love that she could do this thing with the coffin. It's a big mind game. And plus she has status effects too. Like, they were really in their bag when they made this character. I think this character is great, and I'm going to be playing with her quite a bit. But that does it for this video. Let me know what you think about her. You think that she's awesome? I think that she's awesome. I'll catch you guys later.